I'm meteorologist Ashley Smith here in the First Alert Streaming Center on this Sunday. Starting this just a little bit early because I think Sundays, even though the Bengals aren't playing today, it's still kind of a busy day. People are rushing to and from church, maybe getting some chores done, preparing for the week ahead, and maybe watching football. So I figured since we have changed some programming here on Sundays recently, just during football season, we're only on the air from 7 to 9 a.m. So I'm able to prepare for this earlier. And so, I figure why hold out? So, and obviously if you join this in progress, you can go back at some point and watch the beginning. And of course, as always, you can weigh in and ask me your questions if you have any questions about the forecast. We're obviously seeing rain. I'm actually going to change this behind us here in just a second. But yes, we are seeing some rain across parts of the area right now. And we're going to continue to track these showers, maybe even a few thunderstorms throughout the day today. But we'll get into that here in a second. So let me change this over to what's happening outside right now. And of course, you'll see that we do see a lot of sunshine. Our rooftop camera, which I'm sure you've heard all of us say from time to time here, let me turn this up a bit, kind of goes in and out of service. So apparently right now it's out of service. So that's what you see out there, or that's why it's a black box. But I still wanted to show you all of the camera angles that we have around the area, or at least most of them. A lot of folks down at the public landing. Of course, the Reds' last home game of the season. It went by quickly, I think. Sometimes earlier in the season when we had a lot of rain to deal with, they were some long days, but recently it's just flown by. So yeah, if you are going out there today, if you're going to the Queen City Championship, you're going to Oktoberfest, so much happening across the tri-state again today. Maybe you're just going to go out and do some boating, maybe go for a walk or run, take the dog for a walk. Maybe you need to cut your grass if you're one of the lucky ones. You're going to be okay for a while, because as we look at the rainfall that's headed our way, it's moving very slowly. And so the initial kind of batch of rain that we will see probably won't get here until about 3 or 4 o'clock. So these storms that really are already kind of dissipating that you see near Louisville, say if those were, let me figure this out here. Let's change this. If those were to hold together and make it into the tri-state, which at this point, I really don't think that's going to happen. Again, you're not looking at any kind of rain until 4, 5, 6 p.m. because it's moving so slow. So the other rain, the more significant rainfall, if you will, that's moving through parts of southern and central Illinois, if we track to that into the tri-state, well, that's way too slow. And hold on, let me adjust this. Okay, so that would be here. Again, kind of the same timing. You're not really seeing any of that rain until perhaps 5, 6 p.m. So we have a while until we see this wet weather. Now, you could see a sprinkle or two kind of come from the very leading edge of that rain that you see there southwest of Indianapolis. But we're just not going to see anything significant here as far as the rain is concerned for a while. So you can go ahead and make your plans. I'll show you those models, their timing as well here coming up in just a bit. Just a reminder, of course, burn bans remain in effect across a large portion of the area. Just check with your local municipality before doing any kind of controlled burn. It can get out of control very quickly. And we're also talking about, oh yeah, you should be okay for soccer at 1 o'clock. Yeah, that should be fine. But a large portion of the area in a severe drought right now. So we do need the rain for everyone. Some more than others, but everybody could use the rain. This particular model brings the rain in a little bit earlier, but it's very light initially. So say, again, I've been saying all morning, 3, 4 o'clock, that would be very light. The heavier, steadier rain that would impact outdoor events really holds off until 6, 7, 8 p.m. And then during the overnight hours, we see more rain continuing into very early Monday morning. Most of Monday will be dry. Around midday, we see that chance for rain. It gets out of here in time for the Bengals game. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, we're also looking at the chances for showers and thunderstorms, although rather scattered across the area. No severe weather is expected. Monday and Tuesday, or let's say basically today through Wednesday, we have the chances for rain, and none of that's going to be severe. It's all going to be sub-severe. So temperatures right now, it really depends upon where you are. You know, we have a big temperature variation. Some of that because of cloud cover. Some of that is kind of dependent upon topography and just kind of those microclimates that are around parts of the area. So that's why you see such a large temperature contrast across the area. But 79 in Wilmington, 78 in Batavia, 84 already at CVG, 77 in Batesville, 79 in Falmouth. So I don't think CVG should have too much of a problem making it to 90 by the end of the day. That would be our 8th day so far this month, making it into the 90s. So light winds right now. The wind's not doing us any kind of favors as far as making it feel a little bit cooler out there. That dew point has crept up. Earlier today it was at 59. It's already at 69. So very humid air out there for sure. And the humidity makes it feel warmer. So the heat index right now is 88. That's what it feels like at CVG. Let's look at some of these other heat indices. So yeah, that's one of the most dramatic areas is CVG. Feels like 82 at Lunken and in Batavia. Feels like 87 in Wilmington. Feels like 83 in Lebanon. And then let me see how much of a change it is from where we were yesterday. So not much of a change compared to yesterday. I still think we're not going to, yesterday's high temperature officially at CVG was 94. I don't think we'd make it to 94 today, but I do think 90 is a safe bet, at least at CVG, because it's already 84 and that's where we take the official measurements. So yeah, going to be a hot day. Let's look at that Reds forecast. If you are going to Great American Ballpark again for the last home game of the season, this is what you're going to be looking at. Excuse me. On my computer, there's a huge delay, but I don't think it's actually showing that for you guys. So, okay, so at Great American Ballpark, 1:10 first pitch. So you've got a couple of hours until first pitch. Just going to continue to warm up. Temperatures will be near 90 on that turf, even warmer. Well, of course, it's not all turf, but the infield. Yeah, just going to be a really warm day. So near 90 degrees. We're looking at a rain chance late in the game. So I do think that they'll be able to get through that game without any kind of disruptions, because it is a 1:10 first pitch that actually plays in our favor. You know, a lot of times these 1 o'clock games are either 1:10 or 1:40. So this actually helps us. The earlier, the better. But it will be hot with those temperatures getting near 90 degrees. And the Monday Night Football game, the Bengals game day forecast, also looking warm, relatively speaking, but not as hot as where we have been lately. The high tomorrow will be in the low 80s. Excuse me. So your tailgate temperature near 80, but then dropping down into the 70s during that game. So it should actually be pretty nice football weather. Great tailgating weather too. I tell you what, if you remember, this is only their second home game. It's only the third game of the season, but second home game. The first home game, we had near record lows. It was in the 40s. So big difference out there today or tomorrow. Game day tomorrow. Monday Night Football, baby. So we are looking at scattered showers possible around 3 to 4 o'clock around here. A better chance for more widespread storms will be late this evening into the overnight hours. Most of the day Monday is dry. However, there is a chance for rain late Monday night into early Tuesday. Maybe if folks are driving home Monday after that football game, could run into some of that rain. Never does it look like this is going to be severe. However, there could be a few thunderstorms, especially Tuesday and Wednesday. I don't think this is going to cause any kind of issues. The problem right now with how dry that ground is, because we are in that drought, is that initially when the rain falls, it's not going to be able to soak into the ground. The ground is basically all like concrete. It's all like a hard surface. And so initially that rain is just going to wash away. But eventually that surface, that hard surface, will soften. It will allow that rain to start to seep in. It will become saturated. And that's when we'll start to break out of those drought conditions. But we really need a steady rain, not a hard rain that will kind of bounce off of that hard ground. So we don't want the hard rain on top of the hard ground. We want a nice steady rain that's going to be able to soak in. That could happen. Even later this evening, some of the models say that could happen after 6, 7 p.m. tonight. But then again, I do think Tuesday and Wednesday, as of now, which these models have not done a good job lately, but as of now, it looks like Tuesday and Wednesday give us our next best chance for that widespread rain. Now, I will show you, and this is very optimistic if you want to break that drought, that is, these rainfall totals are pretty high. This will take us all the way through the next week. So this is from today through next Sunday, and we're looking at 1 inch to 1.5 inches. Again, that's anything that we get today, tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We even have a chance for rain next Saturday, but it's very, very small. So that's some much needed rain. That is not a bad thing that we could see that much rain around the tri-state, especially because it comes in several different waves. So it's not like it's going to lead to any kind of flooding. Here's a look ahead to that 7-day forecast. So today, I do think that we make it to 90, at least at CVG and some of those other, again, those areas that are reading a little bit warmer. Even if you don't make it to 90, still in the upper 80s, still well above normal for this time of year. We drop back to the low 80s Monday, into the 70s for Tuesday and Wednesday. By the end of the week, we're looking at temperatures in the low 80s for Thursday and Friday, and just a really small chance for rain there next Saturday. Better chance, actually, it looks like next Sunday. And as far as what's happening next weekend, we do have the Kroger Wellness Festival. That's on Friday and Saturday, and I think the weather is going to be okay for that. The game is Monday night. I misspoke. It is right here on the 7-day forecast. There's another chance, by the way, I can show that a tropical system does actually impact us here at home. Let me pull that up. Let me actually adjust this a little bit. Okay, whoops. Okay, so watch, well here, let me, so you can see what I'm pointing at. Right there. So this is this coming Thursday, the 26th. Notice how we see this precipitation. I guess I need to move this. This precipitation move out of the Gulf through parts of Florida. Let's do this. And brings us that chance for those showers. Again, that would be the end of the week and into the first part of the weekend. Could be some steady rain. This is way too soon to bank on that, but definitely something that we'll be watching very closely here. And again, this will show that chance for rain there Tuesday. And again, some of those showers linger on Wednesday, and then we watch for that tropical system. And I think what also happens here is that because that tropical system is moving up from the Gulf, it actually stalls out that front that's kind of trying to move east of our area. So it could actually continue our chances for rain. We might have to add back the chance for rain there on Thursday. But either way, not necessarily a bad thing because we need the rain, but it could impact some of those outdoor events next weekend. Let me exit out of that. Remember, today is the first day of fall. Tomorrow will be the first full day of fall because it officially started today at 8:43. So next week, starting on the 29th of September and taking us through the first week of October, it finally feels like fall. Finally seeing those temperatures in the 70s, dry conditions for much of, again, this is in more than a week from now. And overnight lows in the 50s, so you get those crisp mornings too, which will be really nice. Wanted to pull up radar again. We can see what's currently happening. Okay, so still a ways away from seeing any kind of rain, but we could see some of these stray showers on the leading edge. You see that kind of moving close to Decatur County right now, not impacting Decatur County by any means, but we could be watching that shower. I do have lightning turned on. Notice that there's no lightning showing up, so it would just be rain. But we're more concerned or excited about, depends on your perspective, this rain further off to the southwest. So that's what we're going to be tracking into the tri-state here Later this afternoon, as early as 3 or 4, we could have those light showers. Better chance for the heavier, more impactful rain will be late this evening. We're looking at closer to 6, 7 p.m., and this is moving west to east. So if you're east, it's going to be even later than that. We do think most of the outdoor activities should be okay. Of course, Queen City Championship, I think they teed off around 10:30. So they're continuing up there in Mainville. Great weather, just hot. Oktoberfest Cincinnati continuing today. This is the last day, though, and the Reds' first pitch is at 1:10. So still a lot going on, even though it's the last day of the weekend and a lot of things are winding down. It's still a busy day. We can actually see Oktoberfest. Now that it's down at Sawyer Point and Yateman's Cove, we can see it from our Newport on the Levee camera. It's pretty cool. Just a little bit of a delay. Oh, look at that with the riverboat. Oh, that's a really pretty picture. Some recreational boaters out there as well. You know that this is a musical stage that's down there right there. So I think a lot of folks on the boats, at least, kind of going down there to hear some of that German music. So, yeah, you have a lot. I tell you what, and I've heard this from a couple of different people. I went down to Oktoberfest Thursday. I went to the Reds game and then Oktoberfest. It kind of got all that in. But we parked in northern Kentucky and walked across the bridge. I've heard from people that traffic, especially with the Reds and Oktoberfest, it can be backed up quite a bit. So if you are going to the Reds game or going to Oktoberfest today, make sure you allow yourself plenty of time to get down there, find parking, and enjoy that event. So, or events, plural, whatever it is you're going to. Okay, let it snow. Michelle wants it to snow. I just want everybody to know. She says, bring on fall weather. I'm fine with fall. I'm not fine with snow. Not right now. Give me, a couple of months, and then maybe I'll be like, we could have a nice snow. I just don't like when the snow disrupts things. Especially keeps me from getting outside and running or doing whatever. That's when I don't like it. But, okay, I think that's all that I have for you guys. I will be back tomorrow. Funky schedule again. Of course, as the Bengals flagship station, we also have to do a couple of things for them. And so Steve Horsemeyer will be down at down at the stadium tomorrow. So I'm doing 5 and 6 p.m. He'll be back at 10 and 11, but I'll be on 19 at noon tomorrow as well. Of course, Ethan Emery will be in today. Later on today, you can catch his streaming show as well. That happens at 6 o'clock on Saturdays and Sundays. So you can check that out. And then, of course, he'll be on air as well. Yes. Okay. So thank you guys so much for all of your comments and for the interaction. I hope you all have a great weekend and enjoy your Monday as well. Maybe it's a 3-day weekend for you, taking off from Monday Night Football, although probably really you would need to take Tuesday off to recover from Monday. 8:15, that's a late kickoff, right? But yeah, it's fun. It's nice to have Cincinnati on the, primetime stage like that. So, okay, everybody have a great day. And yeah. Hopefully the Bengals can pull off a win tomorrow. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow.